Questions after, please. Just please.
It does get there.
Oh, well there.
Now, I mean, all things being perfect, I would put a small room with not all this distraction in it, right? Good. Okay, while that's running, leave that running, or catcher, one or the other, and we're gonna add in a second tube.
What are you saying? Add in a what?
Add in your empty tube now. Put the empty tube a little closer to her, and
One more than that too.
very good. Good timing that you didn't do anything. I like that. Now shuffle them for me.
So we already, well, I think we're in agreement. We're gonna make a
Carousel?
carousel.
Catch her for me. I'll show you how to do that. Catch her for me. Are you able to hold your button down and that continues to dispense?
Ooh, I don't think it's on that setting.
Let's put it on that setting. That way it gives you time to shuffle. You hold it down, she stays there. You can shuffle and then you let go.
That's how you do that.
Also, do we have plenty of treats in there? We can get another
I
bag.
put a lot in here.
I'm gonna grab another bag.
Single
We
treat,
got another bag.
multi-treat.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna. All right, I'll get that.
And I think we're okay where it is now. Try it the first time she makes a hit for you. And you come over here for me. You sit in the chair and might could call her to the search for you. And when you pay her, I don't know where it is, you know where it is. Hold that down while she goes over there and then you shuffle them, okay? It's right in the middle.
Sit
Apex, closest to.
right here.
Yeah, take a look. You see the B? You need to know where it is.
Oh, there it is. Fine.
I think that knows what's coming up. And you have to hold the button down. If you let go, it beeps the second time, okay? You know where it was.
I think she's watching. So at this stage, you're not really, you're just imprinting the odor. You're not, because as far as I'm seeing, she's not doing anything different in each pipe.
Well, I think she is. Count to 4 this time after she hits
Right,
the
if
target.
you wait, then yeah. Right, okay. So that, the extended period of time.
But we don't want to add the duration yet. We want quick reinforcement when she hits the target odor. We're trying to imprint, but we're imprinting in a search. Go ahead and put your next one out next time. It's a good question.
What did you say, Pat?
Put your
next
distraction out. And then go back to hitting her pretty quick. Don't ask for a longer stay this time. See how she was leaving those, she was pausing on the other, but...
Right, that's what I would,
Yeah.
so to me, like if I was at this point, I'd be like, oh yeah, she thinks there's something wrong.
She knows that. She showed target odor recognition. She knows this one's different.
But I'm saying when there wasn't, the first one looked to me like she was doing the same thing on the target odor.
Okay.
She stayed in there for a long period of time, right? And she locked up.
Yeah. That might have been a little slow. She may have been coming out when she was. You need to be careful with that. Come here, here, come here. Good girl, come here. Here. Be careful, you get her staying now. She's bumping her nose out there. Here, come here. pause just a little longer for now. Come here, come here. Good, good, good. Oh.
Nothing came out.
Thanks.
Yeah, nothing's coming out. Of
Yeah.
the- Oh, it is, I'm sorry.
Here, 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 here. Okay, let's catch him. After this pay, go ahead and catch him.
Okay, girl.
If she gets back to it, I'd pay her. Ready? Good. We'll just pick her up over there. Okay, the questions, very nice. Very nice. Good job. The question about, Gary, you asked, you said you didn't think she was doing anything different on the.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
You're probably
yeah.
gonna run again.
well, at first, she
Yeah.
was doing, at each pipe, it seemed like it was the same, even on the
Yes.
correct pipe.
Good observation. I asked him to pay as soon as she hit it, I think, but even if the dog had never done odors before, we're in the imprinting stage, and I don't want to ask the dog to act differently when she finds the odor. I want to assign value to the odor so that she acts different when she finds it. I don't want to ask her to pause when you get there, because she doesn't know what odor means yet. So by paying as soon as she hits it, and she's in a search drive, she's seeing, is this it, is this it, is this it, is this it, boom. And is this it, is this it, yet boom. And so the odor's being reinforced in search drive. It's still imprinting. And when she shows odor recognition, then we will begin to ask her to act differently. When she shows me that she is acting different, then we'll start to manipulate what her response to the odor.
Gotcha.
Good. And I would let's do one more little session. You get some of those good treats for her, and you hold them in your hand. And let's do this. When she goes on alert, I want you, by alert, when she gets to the target odor, and she's pausing some now for you. You need that too. I want you to let her smell these, call these out, kind of call her out with the food. And then you just deny it to her. When she goes back in, you mark and pay. And then we're going to shuffle, and we're going to do that a few times and see if we can't teach her that you will lie to her in this situation. She thought you were trustworthy.
I feel like a client. It's like getting coordinated again.
Hold on,
you
push
know?
it. Do I do it now?
It's like
Hold
Did
it.
you turn
Left?
it on?
Wait, turn right.
No,
Turn
it's
right,
still
Cole.
it's still on.
Your
Oh, you
other
mean?
right.
Oh, you mean left?
Other right. Okay.
So she is going to find the odor.
Let her find
She's
it.
gonna
distract her,
pause.
Let her put it back in.
She's going to pause, and then you try to call her out. Come here, 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 here. And then you just deny it to her.
Okay.
And we'd like her to learn to ignore you when she's on odor. We all do.
Search. Search.
Might have been just a teeny. Okay. Make sure that she's stable when she
Really
goes
in there?
back before you mark. And wait, no. Don't do anything. Wait. Let her get stable. Now off it to her. There you go. Good timing on the reward. And you got to shuffle
Right,
too.
now shuffle.
Good. Can I catch her for a second? Hi,
Yep.
sweetheart. Come here. It looked to me like she left the odor, then you offered the food after she left the odor. Let her find the odor and get stable. Then you try to lure her away. She had already quit. She'd already quit, left the odor and was coming out when you put the food down. Let her be stable. If she leaves it on her own, you just stay still.
Okay.
Sorry.
Search.
And you can, if she goes away, you bring the food back down, offer it again. Pay that. Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, pick it up. She said, why didn't
Hey, mama.
you pay that?
Oh.
Got him. At least she didn't get paid though. She didn't go for
Thanks
it.
for play. Just like, well, it's right here in his hand.
Lower into any can, the wrong can, lower to a wrong can.
Oh my God. Well, I had too many damn treats in my hand.
So I know you were. Take her
Now
away.
just pay her as soon as she goes to the odor. As soon as she goes to the odor, let her hit it, half a second pause, or let her pause, pay that. Stable behavior, okay. Very good. I want you to shuffle every time. There you go. When she comes out, you pull it up. There you go. When she comes out, you pull it away. Pause, let her get stable. Pay that, pay that.
Yes.
Oh, you gotta shuffle.
I'll remember next time, I promise. I promise.
Wait to get stable, stable. There.
Just trying to hold this button down and move these pipes at the same time.
Okay, now this time you don't mess with her. Okay, I'll do it. Pay that. Very good.
That was late.
Yeah, she got you.
Pay more next time for me. Hold that button down longer for me. Then I'm gonna mess with it.
She was like, "What are you doing?" I locked up.
Hey.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh.
There you go. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna find it, and we're gonna pay it. Shuffle. Shuffle every time for me.
Wrap the shit. Put these in the bag, please. I gotta go tomorrow.
We're gonna pay for fine, no hassle this time. Shuffle, very good. This time when she finds it, I want you to just get up and walk away. And pay when she goes back to it if she leaves. Let her get stable, there you go. Pay that.
Big chunk.
Hung up.
My wheel's stuck.
Constellation.
Kick it.
Did you get your warranty?
It's hung up. Here,
Don't let her
catch it.
get it.
Oh, now the.
That's okay. I have to go, can I tell you what I do? I turn it off. I pick up the odor, I believe, I turn it off. Now, back the wheel a little bit.
It came off. And there's a tree under it now, so we gotta dump it out.
Yeah.
It's in here somewhere.
So you said the one time you lure, like a new dog, you would lure him one time to the.
When there's only one tube. Here. To get them to come check it out. But after that, we don't lure them to the odors anymore.
Good girl.
It's there, sir.
Oh, she got paid for that.
Yes, late.
Here soon she, not soon, but get stable behavior. There you go. Now this time, when you get stable behavior, I want you to step up and walk away. Wait for her to get stable, then you walk away. And we're gonna pay as soon as she returns. She said, oh, he's leaving, so am I. There you go. We wanted to, and let's go ahead and catch her there. Let's get one more pay, one stable on target odor. Do you know where it is? That little head snap shows odor recognition. Let's go ahead and catch her.
Good girl.
Um, She's nice. We'll wait for him to come back.
I was what? Client dog.
Huh?
Couldn't handle it.
You can see she could be a handful.
Oh God.
So, good work. When we're gonna, we pretended that she'd never been worked before. We wouldn't put that much hassle on a dog that's never been worked before.
Right.
But we are imprinting, still imprinting in target odor. During the imprinting process, again, we don't ask the dog to do anything different. They're going boom, boom, boom. As soon as they get the tube, the right tube, we pay that. And so they sniff it, we pay. They sniff it, we pay.
Yeah, no, I'm working clients after this.
Once we see target odor recognition, we can gradually begin to ask the dog to do something when she finds the target odor. I don't teach a trained final response like a sit or a down on odor. Some people do. If I was going to train that particular behavior, I would wait. I would play games separately. To teach her, when you sit down, I'll release the food. And so I'd teach her in a game to sit, freeze up, sit, pay her. I would do a lot of work with the odor, and then I would put the sit to it later. And here's why. As soon as the dog finds the odor, we get them to sit right away and pay. We get them to sit right away and pay. Soon, the sit is the closest thing to the reward, not the odor. And so the sit becomes more important than finding the odor. I want to put pile up reinforcement on the odor and on finding the odor. If we have just one tube and they run and just standing there and we pay, we could do a sit stay or a down stay or something for 5 minutes with their nose in there and we'll pay it. But the dog begins to believe it's the behavior, put my nose in the tube and stay there, and it's not finding the odor. So the dog finds the odor, we reinforce that. They find the odor, we reinforce that. When they have a lot of when they have a lot of repetition, then we can begin to ask for duration. Now, we can slowly ask for the delay. We delay a little longer before we pay. Sometimes when we begin to delay initially, the dog will leave right away. They say, well, heck, you didn't pay me. Maybe that's not what he wants now. But then they say, wait a minute, that's always worked. Then they come back. If you reinforce when they come back, they say, I should have stayed. I believe that's a thinking process. And as we're asking them to hold longer, there will be times that they leave. Don't pay them after they leave or after they pull their nose out. Wait for them to come back. Then we mark that. And when we start to see that odor recognition, I would make sure that no matter how long I'm asking her to stay, I do get stable behavior there. Not moving, not mouthing, not clawing. And that's frustration when we're asking her to stay longer. Once we get her to stay longer there, then we want to teach her, again, you can't rely on me. I don't know where it is. Come here, check this, check this. She said, why, you idiot? It's over here. Come on, check this. She said, no, it's over here. That's what I wanted to know. You have to rely on yourself. And then, fight factors that would pull you away from odor. Come here, come here, come here. Why? You're not going to pay me. I need to be here to get paid. I walked into her. She just jumped up and ran the machine. Oh, he'll pay me now. But then, she'd say better. Hey, ignore all that stuff. If her dinner bowl was here and she was eating her dinner bowl, me walking around wouldn't influence her. I don't think she'd get up and leave her dinner bowl because I happened to bump into her. She might look up, but she'd stay right there eating. And so she can use that same effort to stay in here. Odor recognition, then some pause on odor, then we teach them to fight factors that would pull them away from odor. And that's a lot going on in one session. Maybe a lot of it was new for your dog.
New for me, really. I mean, I didn't even, we hadn't at any point held that button down. And just that in and of itself buys you time. And I'm sitting over here thinking well, I'm pretty stupid. But, we were just foraying into this stuff. So
Sure.
that was definitely a very cool thing.
they're wonderful little machines for $80 or, used to were 200 and some odd then at first, now they're 120 or something. 120, yeah.
I didn't say
610.
Pat, is there certain signs you start to look for before you ask for before you wait to reward?
Yes. Two things. The more difficulty, before I ask for the duration,
Right,
hold on there.
yeah.
The more difficult the odor, the longer I go paying on odor. Some things are very stinky, some things are not. Like if you use some of your drugs, heroin's pretty stinky. If you get those pseudo heroines, you open that bag, it's like, oh man. But some of them I think are not very stinky, like hydrocodone pills or something. I don't think there's a whole lot of odor there. Maybe there isn't, and then maybe there are bad examples. But the more difficult the odor, the more repetition I go for. Then the dog starts to show me before I ask for anything. They'll come by and they're racing. Like you said, they're just doing the same thing on every one. And I'm just catching that. I'm trying to catch that behavior when they're going in. So and they bang, and I don't do anything, and then oh, wait a minute, that was it. Or you'll see they start to cruise by one, and they have that little head snap and dive in. They're showing me that there's odor recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can start to ask for a little more.
Duration, okay.
Go for duration. When I ask for more than the dog can give, and they leave, I never do anything. When they return, I hit them I reward as soon as they return. If I'm going, well, let me try to ask for 10 seconds this time, and I get 7.5 and they leave. When they return, I don't try to get to 2.5, nor do I try to get 10 more. I just reward as soon as they return, which is, man, I wish I had stayed there. And you gradually ask for more up and down. Nice spot. But I think you can do some of this and profit from some of this with